Today's video is going to be my face routine, meaning how I get glam. And you guys can see that, first of all, my makeup is a little crazy. I went to Michael's today and I ended up buying a lot of decor for like Thanksgiving and just fall in general, and also like for Halloween and things like that. So I decided to create a look kind of to match the theme of fall. Also, I wanted to say hi. If you guys are new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button because I would love to have you become a part of my family. This decor is just for the holidays and kind of like fall. I thought I would kind of like change it up a little bit. I know it's not, really anything crazy, but I think it adds like a nice hint of something extra. This to me is a glam look. I mean, I'm wearing eyelashes and the colors are kind of crazy as well. So this would be the routine that I do to get glam now. And this is going to be a no foundation routine. Recently I stopped wearing foundation, and I really love the way my skin looks without the foundation. I don't know if you guys can pick up on camera, but if you guys have been following my channel for a while, then you know that I have a lot of like skin problems. I used to have really bad acne, and because of that I have scarring, and when I wear foundation I feel like the scars are enhanced instead of being diminished, because you wear makeup to kind of, hide redness and like flaws that you think you have in your skin. And also just so that you can apply like powder products on top of foundation. But for me, I feel like using foundation does like the opposite effect. It makes my skin look worse. So I stopped wearing foundation, and I'm honestly really comfortable in my skin now the way that it is. And I'm going to show you guys how to create a flawless skin tone / canvas to apply, blush, bronzer, contour, highlight, all of those things, so that it looks like you have foundation on, but you really don't, and your skin looks perfect. So this is literally how I go outside when I do my makeup. When I go to events now, this is what I do. I do not wear foundation anymore. I know that to some people that might sound crazy. You guys want to learn how to get a super flawless face without having to wear foundation, and honestly using 4 products. And also, just to mention, this takes about 5 to 7 minutes to do. And I know that when you do your whole glam look and you go for the foundation, the bronzer, concealer, all of that, it takes a little bit longer. With this, it takes about 5 to 7 minutes, which I also love because I work basically full time now and I don't really have a lot of time to ever get ready. And I hate putting on a lot of makeup. So this is perfect. You literally look fantastic and it takes 5 minutes. So if you guys want to learn how to get a flawless face, then just keep on watching. So the first thing I'm going to start off with is a concealer, or you can start off with a primer. For the purpose of this video, I will show using a primer. So the primer that I like to use is by Smashbox, and this is their pore minimizing primer. This primer works really well on my skin type because I do have kind of oily skin, and also like I have large pores and acne scars and things like that. So wearing a primer like this really does help to cover that up. So if I were to be going out to like an event or something, I would put this down first. But if I'm wearing like everyday makeup, then I don't wear the primer. I just go straight into the next step of my routine. So the primer, I like to focus on the areas where I have like large pores and things that are kind of like enhanced that you want to hide a little bit. So that could be like on my forehead, and kind of like in the like this area is where I kind of have larger pores, so I like to kind of cover those up. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with my concealer. The concealer for this foundationless look is everything, so make sure that the concealer you use is creamy, is very blendable, and stays put all day. Because if you have a concealer that's gonna like smear and be kind of like an oilier finish, then this is just not going to work. The one that I like to use is the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Concealer. As you can see, I'm running out. This is my second one. I'm obsessed with it. It is amazing. Like, I love it. I cannot go a day without wearing it. So what I do is I only put it in this area in like a triangle. Like this is like a pretty big triangle, but this is the only area where we will be putting the concealer. If you have something that you want to cover up or like another area that is problematic for you, just put this concealer there as well and you'll be good to go. The next thing I like to do is I like to take my mini beauty blender. The reason that I like this is because I feel like beauty blenders blend everything out so flawlessly, and especially if you're going for like a flawless makeup routine, I think this is really important. I think this is definitely worth the money. At first I thought I was gonna hate this and I thought I could, use like my regular beauty blender, but this really does get into this area very nicely, and this has become my new favorite thing to use to apply concealer. So what I do is I just blend it out really, gently. You don't have to do much. It just kind of does all the work for you. You just kind of press it into your skin and it literally just blends everything out. And then with this part where I have like that long triangle, I just bring this down a little bit, to like cover up kind of, I guess, most of like my cheek area, which is where I have the most problematic part of my skin, I guess. So I'm just gonna blend that out and then I will show you guys the next step. The next step is to set your foundation or concealer, in this case concealer, with a setting powder. The one that I like to use is this Milani Prep Set and Go. I got this at Generation Beauty and literally I use it every day. I love it so much. It's so fine, but it's a pressed powder, so it's nice because it's not gonna like spill anywhere like loose powders do, and it still does the job just as well. So I take it on a brush like this. This is a Luxie Pro Precision Tapered 640 brush, and I just pat it kind of in that area where I put the concealer. Everywhere though. Make sure you pat it in well, because if you don't, your concealer will smudge and then you won't be able to put on blush and highlight and contour on top of this, because it'll just all get smeared. So just set it and make sure that you don't have that like dewy finish, because you'll see that when you use that concealer at first, it's gonna leave kind of like a dewy finish. So you know that you set your face once it looks completely matte and just kind of like powdered and, like flawless. So the next step is to contour. And for contouring lately, I've been using this Smashbox contour. And this comes in a set. There are 3 different things. There are lipsticks, eyeshadows, and then this contour palette. This palette is so cute. Let me show you guys. So it looks like that. So what you have here is a highlighter, kind of like a bronzier shade, and then you have a cool toned brown, which is, good for contouring. I kind of mix the two and I just contour with that. I don't really like take one or the other. I literally just kind of like smear it together, tap off the excess, and then you go in and you contour / bronze, whatever you prefer to do. Now, if you feel like your skin is problematic in other areas of the face and you feel like you need to apply something there, just go ahead and apply a powder that is your skin tone. You don't have to use liquid foundation. Liquid foundation really clogs up your pores, and the reason I stopped using it is because I would break out from it all the time. That's like another thing, aside from it really not enhancing my beauty and making it look worse. It did kind of make me break out, and it didn't really matter like the type of foundation I used. They all kind of did that, so that's another reason I stopped. So then I'm just putting this on the temples, kind of like bronzing it up, making it look a little bit more tan, presentable. And then I go in with another brush to contour my nose. This step is optional, obviously. Like if you don't like to contour your nose, you don't have to. I just kind of like the look that it gives. I don't always contour my nose, but if I do, I'll go in with this gray cool tone shade And I go in with this e.l.f. contouring brush, which it looks kind of like the Ita brush from NARS. And I bring it straight down. And then I just round it out. And then I'll go back in with that Beauty Blender and kind of just blend that out so that you don't see like that harsh like brown gray line. And just kind of blend it out as well. And this is the other brush that I used for contouring, which is Luxie 512 small contouring brush. I love this brush. I think it works so well for that. So that's it. That's all I do for contouring. And then I'll go in with a blush. For blush, you can really use anything. I'm gonna go in with this Tarte exposed brush because I feel like this is like one of those like mauve-y colors that kind of looks good, I feel like, on every skin tone. And you can wear it any time of the year. So I'm gonna go in with my, I think this is a crown brush. It doesn't say anything on here, so I don't know, but I'm pretty sure this is a crown brush, and it's just like a blush brush. And you want to concentrate that kind of like in this area. So you guys will see when I apply it, but I kind of like tilt my head back a little and just apply it in like this diagonal way, so that you can see the difference between my contour and my blush, so it doesn't look like it's kind of mixing together. So that's it for that. And then I go in with my highlighter. Highlighter is literally my favorite step of makeup ever. Highlight is, I can't even describe how I feel when I put on highlighter. The highlighter that I'm going to be using today is this one by Ofra, and this is in the shade You Do You. And the way I like to apply it is I'll take this brush from Luxie. If you guys can tell, I love Luxie brushes. I've been using them for almost a year now, and they're incredible. Like, they're so high quality. They do not shed, and their brush selection is amazing. They have very unique brushes that will cater to any type of look that you're going for. So I really like that. And this is the C20 Precision Foundation brush, and it's kind of like a fluffy version of a foundation brush. And what I like to do is go in very, very lightly into a highlighting powder, and then just like really lightly smooth it onto the high points of my cheeks. And as you guys can see, it just gives the most beautiful glow of life. Literally, I'm obsessed. And then I can't forget, I always like to highlight my nose, just the tip of it. I think it just makes the look a little, you know, extra, and it just looks really pretty. And then I'll go in and I'll just kind of highlight above my brow bone. And that's it. And literally we're done with my foundationless makeup routine. So this is what it looks like. I'm just gonna go in and finish my lower lash line, and then I will be back. So this, guys, is the completed look. As you guys can tell, you can't see really any imperfections in my face. It looks like I'm very, you know, dolled up and like really glam, which I really like about this look. So there you go. You never have to use foundation again, and this look literally takes 5 to 10 minutes depending on what you're gonna do with your eyes. I mean, for me it took longer, but if you're not doing anything crazy, it's gonna take literally 10 minutes to do your whole face, and you're gonna look like it took you a good 40 minutes to get ready. The only thing is, don't forget to spray your face with a setting spray. The one that I like to use is by Urban Decay. This is the De-Slick Oil Control Makeup Setting Spray. I think the one that they make now has like a different name, but it serves the same exact purpose. This one is made for oily skin, so, you know, for me. So I'm just gonna go and spray myself. And that is it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you found it helpful. If you did, please don't forget to thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.